Hello from Lloyd BMW South Lakes. Today we have this absolutely stunning 140i Shadow Edition. So BMW 1 Series, 140i gives you the 3-litre petrol turbo engine, 340 brake horsepower, so bit of a monster. Rear wheel drive, so in the wet you better be careful. Married to an 8-speed automatic gearbox as well, so really nice to drive, really comfortable. This car's finished in mineral grey metallic paint with these beautiful Orbit grey 18-inch alloy wheels. Being an M140, you've got the bigger brakes and the M Sport brake calipers painted in blue there. The Shadow Edition bit gives you some nice little extras like black grille. When we get inside the car, you'll see it's got Harman Kardon as well, and rear parking sensors and cruise control, so nice little options, and privacy glass whilst I'm around here as well. Inside the car, it's black Dakota leather. Nice little M140i badge on the kick plates there. Black Dakota leather, sport seats as you would expect, so bigger side bolsters hold you in during the cornering. And you've also got under thigh adjustable support as well with these sport seats, and they're height adjustable and tilt adjustable. So really nice. Keyless start, so foot on the brake, press the start button and comes to life, and you can see just over, get it back again. Whoops, there you go, digital speedo as well. Just over 16,000 miles, so not too many miles at all. Digital speedo there, which is quite nice. Modern BMWs, a lot better than they used to be, so you have nice little features like sat nav is obviously built in. You've also got Bluetooth, you've got DAB radio as well as the FM radio as well. Air conditioning, nice little thing, and climate control, so it maintains that temperature. Dual zone climate control, so your passenger can have a different temperature to your driver. Above there you've also got some favourite buttons, so these are ideal for putting people's phone numbers in, places, stuff like that you use a lot. So rather than having to go through the iController and different menus, you can just press that button and call your wife or your girlfriend, or go home and stuff like that. So nice little handy feature that. Little storage tray underneath, a couple of drinks holders, 12-volt supply. Brilliant 8-speed gearbox. Really intuitive. Leave it to its own devices. It's a really good gearbox. Or if you're in the mood, you do have paddles on the steering wheel, so you can change the gears manually if you so wish. Down here you've got traction control. I suggest you leave that on unless you're a very good driver. 340 brake horsepower going through the rear wheels of a small car. It can be lively. Different driving modes. So you've got sports mode, comfort mode, and eco pro mode. I'll probably show you those on the screen. So sport mode, the car feels more sporty, it sharpens up the throttle response. Comfort mode is where it starts off. Every time you start the car, it's starting comfort. And then Eco Pro, the car will feel a bit slow, a bit more sluggish, but will ultimately save you some fuel. So those different driving modes are all from this little rocker switch down here. This is the iController, so this is the bit that controls up here, so you can then flick through things like, get to the map there, and you can zoom in and zoom out. So if I zoom out, if you won't zoom out too far, you can see we're based in the northwest of England. We're about 10 minutes off junction 36 of the M6, and we're located just at the bottom end of the Lake District, just kind of top end of Morecambe Bay. So beautiful little area around us. If you've not been, then feel free, come visit us. Coffee machine's always on. Manual handbrake on the 1 Series, and then you've got storage and a USB port underneath your armrest as well. As I mentioned, part of the Shadow Edition, you get the cruise control, so buttons over here, and you've got speed limit, which is quite handy if you're on the 50-mile-an-hour zones on the motorway. Stick it on 50 and avoid those tickets. Over the other side, you've got voice controls, volume buttons, and obviously answering your telephone and stuff. The other nice feature that the Shadow Edition gets is the Harman Kardon sound system. So if you're into your music, definitely notice the difference with the Harman Kardon sound system. The speakers are really good. Whilst I'm over here on the door, you've got electric windows all around. You can lock the ones out in the back if you've got kiddies, and electrical adjustable mirrors as well. I think that's it for inside. Right, let's have a look at the rest of the cars. Knock it off. So adequate room in the back of the 1 Series, not masses of room when they've introduced the new model, which is front wheel drive as opposed to this older model's rear wheel drive. One of the advantages of front wheel drive, you get more room in the back of the car because of the way that the chassis and the engine layout is. But I know a lot of people love the rear wheel drive. This is kind of last of a breed really. A rear wheel drive small car with a 6-cylinder engine. Nobody else was making one when this went out of production. If you are enthusiastic driving, should I say, then this is definitely the car to have. I think the grey really suits it as well. Adds to kind of the subtle look of it. If you didn't know about the twin exhausts out the back, you could easily miss this for a 118i, and the shock of having 340 brake horsepower. Nice big boot on these, and they've got a split rear seat as well. So if you've got long boxes and stuff like that, obviously just remove the parcel shelf and split the seats down. Bit of extra storage either side as well, and the first aid kit in there. So one absolute pocket rocket, I guess, is the term that you'd use for this car. Currently for sale, 2019 car, so just over 16,000 miles. If you want any finance figures on it, organised test drive, stuff like that, then give us a shout and we can organise that for you. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.